Good evening, everyone out there. We have got in the house at the moment, we've got Loudmouth BFC, Matt from
Evening.
Barnet. We've got Jake, who is Punk Chef 41, who's Sheffield Wednesday. And we've got Ben, who is Cod's Vlogs. Let's get to the comments. Let's see if we've got who we got in at the moment. We have got Corey Hansford. Hello, Corey. He says, "How's it going?" Well, how is it going for us? Let's go round the squares. Matt, how is it with you? How's it going with Barnet?
We've had a couple of Christ, I'm gonna get the frog out of my throat. We've had a couple of friendlies now, and I don't know if things are actually working for us or the other teams are that shit. But we're starting to pull a couple of results out of the bag now. We've had a couple of behind closed door games, and we're doing all right.
Wow. That's
We're going to win the league, lads.
Really. Punk Chef, how's it going with you? I believe it's so good tonight, has it not?
It's Sheffield United losing. I'm fine with that. Yeah, but when they got a good draw against Watford, actually, and we played really well. And for a team that just come down from the Premiership to get a draw from them, who've still got quality players, we're happy with that. So it means we're now -8 points, so we're getting closer to 0.
Great. Okay, that's good news. Ben, should we ask? You're not quite as happy as you were last week, I take it. It was a bit of a tough game on Saturday. What happened? What went wrong?
Well, it was always going to be a tough fixture. You look at the fixture, and I looked at the first 10, 12 games, and Peterborough away is always a tough start. The way they've invested, some of the good players you've got there, and to go 1-0 up in a game that I thought was quite even. I didn't think we were good. I didn't think they were good. We had moments in games and I thought the midfield was dominant. We got a goal. And then, again, Sunderland away, Blackpool at home. Look, we got through Blackpool at home. Sunderland away again was like a disaster. Sit back, sit so deep. And Jack Taylor, I know Matt's talked about him before. Got high hopes for him, and he loves that sell-on clause as well. He wants that sell-on clause.
I guarantee you, he will be in the Premiership within the next 3 years.
Yeah.
I said similar. As soon as I watched him play, I knew what you're about, and he can strike them. You can't give him time and space. He hits it well, and 1-1, I wouldn't have minded. Of course, conceding the last minute's gutting, but again, they go and score again. Defensively, not great. The keeper, again. It was a hard shot. It was a difficult one. It bounced in front of him. He had bodies. I don't think he could have done better. Again, they deserve the win. And I know Gurney, I don't know if he's in, but when he is coming late, he said I was crying. Mate, Job will back me up. It was more of a meltdown. The mic was off. The camera went off. It wasn't good. It wasn't pretty, but at least Blackpool got a result for you, Lee, and now you're level on points with the mighty Cod Army, eh?
Yeah, we did okay this weekend. We played really well. 1-2-0. It was a little bit, you're a bit worried about Swindon because they seem to have had a very good game last week, and you're thinking, oh, blimey, this is a big test at home. We had 1,000 fans in. We weren't one of the lucky ones to get a ticket to go. They gave it to the first 1,000 who had applied, and we were right at the end because I had to get 4, and we ummed and ahed over whether it was worth getting 4. Because I'm just throwing money down the drain here because we're going to get 4 blooming iFollow passes, and we only really need 1. You know what I mean? I couldn't see the point of spending all that money for all them iFollow passes, and the club was saying that you're not going to get any refunds. You're just going to get an iFollow pass. So and in the end. They put out this thing that they were only giving 4,000 away, for the first game. So we panicked a little bit. Jane rushed us down to the ticket office and we bought all 4. So, but we didn't get in. So we had to watch it on another watch along, which was okay. It was all right. But Blackpool played really, really well. This CJ Hamilton just looks like, well, I don't know. I don't know where we found him from, to be honest. He's come from Mansfield, but he's so fast. He's unbelievable. In fact, the whole team's pretty fast, and we could have won 4 or 5 in the end, to be honest. We had a few good chances to get more goals, and we're all a little bit happier than we were against Plymouth. But, the game against Plymouth was a decent game. We did play okay. We just couldn't score. Just going to the comments here. We've got Lisa's here.
Don't look at the comments.
Hang on. We're just going to add Benjamin in.
Yo.
Good evening, Benjamin. Hello. How are you?
Good.
I thought you'd be coming late, arriving later. Has it all finished?
Hi, Ben.
Hey guys, no, it's all finished. I was just doing the Villa Sheffield United game, and I got the okay from HQ that it would be better to just come straight through, and then we'll go and watch Doctor Who later, rather than go and hang out for half an hour and then come on here. So,
I tell you, she's an understanding woman, Benjamin.
She's a wonderful woman, and I hope she's on here hearing me say how wonderful she is as I go into my third straight hour of talking about football on the internet. Have we got some new equipment, Matthew?
Yeah, sorry, you blindsided me with Doctor Who.
Oh, I'm going to watch Doctor Who. We've watched all of the TV. We've watched all of Netflix through lockdown. So we're going back to...
I can recommend some shows for you, mate.
Oh, well, do that privately, maybe, the type of shows that you're going to recommend.
All of Doctor Who.
Sorry?
He's only just
got a couple of bits of new equipment. But I just want to ask you a quick one, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Have you got a Hawaiian shirt for every day of the week?
Oh, easily. Got probably 2 for every day of the week. But while we're talking about shirts, can I have a look at the Sheffield Wednesday shirt, which has got a lot of stick, hasn't it?
Oh, a hell of a lot of stick. But it's actually not bad now it's here.
It looks nice on, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Although I can't see you because you're camouflaged, yeah? But
yeah, exactly. Actually, it's actually causing a big problem for commentary because if they go into the shadows on the pitch, you can't see them.
This is Man United 6-3 Southampton all over again, isn't it?
But the nice thing about this, we've actually got shirts a little bit on time because we had to pre-order ours. Ours are not made by Adidas or anything like that. It's a company the chairman made and they're produced by him.
Like the taxi firm the chairman made,
yeah. He elevated the company. It does the shirts, it does the training gear, it does the energy drinks for the team kind of thing. And they're really good quality, but we've had so many issues getting shirts to us. Like one season, it took until about November for fans to even buy a shirt.
Christ.
And he needs to buy so many that we still got shirts from like 2 or 3 seasons ago that we still can't get rid of. But it works.
Has Ben spoken about Fleetwood playing Everton yet, or is that all he's spoken about?
He hasn't mentioned it yet.
Come on, then.
Well, I've actually been doing a bit of research in the last hour, and
why does that not surprise me? Hey,
I've got to be well prepared. I'm doing a preview and I'm doing a stream, so you've got to be prepared. And literally, I've got about 7 stats for about every player so far. I've done the back line, and I think it'll be a similar side to the one we fielded against League 2 Salford, but from the lad Branthwaite, who got injured. I think maybe someone like a Yerry Mina might come in. I know Lewis Gibson can play there, but I think he's going out loan to Reading. You might know a bit more.
Is it at Fleetwood?
It is at Fleetwood, believe, and I put out, I can't believe it, Joey Barton, right? Who probably looks like the guy that, because he wants to drink with Carlo Ancelotti. He probably looks like your dad who goes down the pub and has like a mixed grill and a pint of Carling. And then Carlo Ancelotti be like, red wine, Bella, red wine.
With his eyebrow, yeah. Ben, can I ask you a question? Who is the greatest player ever to set foot on the pitch at Fleetwood? And will it actually be Yerry Mina, having played in the World Cup for Colombia?
Mark Duffy. Mark Duffy is the best footballer in the world. Right? Forget about Ronaldo. Forget about Salah, right? It's all about Mark Duffy, right? At Fleetwood, there's this thing called the wind machine. Now, it's a very open ground. I know Joe will go because there's no seats in it and it's just like a pitch. But no, honestly, seriously, we've had Sadio Mane play on it in pre-season.
Fair enough, okay.
In a competitive fixture, we've had Leicester, but I think the best players that they had was at the time was Okazaki. Vardy didn't play. As an opposition player, obviously...
You do realise what Mark Duffy did at... You've got a Sheffield Wednesday fan in the chat. Yeah. You do realise what Mark Duffy did at Hillsborough once, yeah?
Yes.
Scored. Honestly, he is
some
I'm being serious.
bouncing day massacre, don't they call it?
He's so good. He's so good. Honestly, the way he can bring a ball down, and he might be 34, 35, but honestly, Sheffield United, I'm not being funny, Sheffield United, we're basically them a couple of years ago. We've got Coote, Duffy, Chen Evans. We've had a load of them from me. We've had Matty Woolford from them before, and it's just like, we're going to get 100 points like them. Unfortunately, I don't believe he will, but I'd say the best player to ever play at Fleetwood would be Mane or Pogba so far. But in a Fleetwood shirt, it'd have to be Vardy or Mark Duffy, eh?
What's the state on Blackpool then, Lee?
It's all good, actually. It's looking good. We actually won on Saturday, so we're off. We've got 3 points. I was just saying before you came on that they allowed 1,000 fans in, and you had to be one of the lucky ones to get a sort of golden ticket to go. If they did it on the first 1,000 season tickets, that was how they decided to do it on the first 1,000 people that bought season tickets, and we were one of the last because we had to get 4, and it was a decision whether to get 4 because the club was saying that. They weren't going to refund you if you couldn't go to home match. They were just going to give you the iFollow. And I thought, blooming it, 4 iFollow passes. I thought, I'm paying for it. This is a lot of money for an iFollow pass. So we ummed and ahed, but then they came up with this thing that it was like almost sold out for the 4,000. So we got like, I don't know, Jane got a bit of a panic on, and we had to go and get them. So we got four, but we were late, so we didn't get a ticket, so we just had to watch it on a watch along and iFollow, which was okay, but I'd have liked to have been there really. And I sometimes think, we've done lots of promotion for the club ourselves, you know what I mean, just by doing what we do. And I've done, and I sometimes think, they don't.
Are you known to them then?
Yeah, they know me quite well. Yeah, they know me well, but they just don't seem to be. Unlike, I was just saying before, I went to film at Squires Gate versus AFC Fylde last week. I did a great video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's brilliant. But the difference between going to one of those clubs that actually want you to film stuff, and they've got interviews lined up for you, and you interview the managers after, it just makes for a fantastic video, you know what I mean? The kind of thing I like to do. It's that's what I'm into. I'm into making movies and stuff. So it's just a shame I can't do that with with my own club. And I could have made a really good video on what it was like, to have attended.
You joined the blacklist with me now, Lee, against your club.
I'm not blacklisted, but it's just that they don't really seem.
Well, what's that all about, Matt?
Me? Where do I start, Benjamin?
Tell us all about it.
You do know that you're talking to the bloke that constantly is being threatened to be banned from the Hive, right? You do know that.
No.
There's always something going on. And like I said, when I walk down the Hive, when there's a game, like I said, everyone kind of turns away from me. It's like the plague coming and everything. But do you know what? I can't even remember who we was playing now. It was in the FA Trophy. We was away. Farnsley Celtic. And James Dunn, who plays for us, he called me a fat. And I'm not going to drop the C-bomb, but he called me that. All right, okay. A bit of argy-bargy back and forth. I get a letter through the door. Sorry.
Why would he just call you that unprovoked?
Well, no, right. So he gave an instruction to a player called Shay Alexander. Shay Alexander done exactly what the captain told him to do, but it didn't work. It didn't work out. It was the wrong call, right? And I've obviously shouted at the side. Why have you told us to do that? We could have done a lot more. It could have been played a lot simpler. And
did you say that politely?
Well, I just basically shouted out, "Why have you told him to do that for?" And then literally, I think because he was embarrassed in a way that he knew he fucked up. The only comeback he could come back with was "Shut up, you fat," and then the C-bomb, which I just laughed my head off. Like, I've never been called that one before, mate. Very original, you know what I mean? Oh,
it's like calling me Jesus, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Do you want me to help you insult me about being fat, mate? Because I've got thousands, right, and not one of them affect me. So anyway, a couple of days later, I get a letter through the door, basically saying any more outbursts and we will ban you. So not only did the Barnet captain call me that, they threatened to ban me because he called me that. I mean, you couldn't make it up.
It's unbelievable.
I've done that. I was saying, so I put it in one of my vlogs. Obviously, I've made a complete and utter joke out of it, like I always do. A podcast with a couple of other Barnet fans called Bees Pod, just a little plug there. A few of us got threatened with a lawsuit as well because of things that were said regarding our chairman. That obviously ended up getting brushed under the carpet and nothing was heard about that. But yeah, I am a massive thorn in their side that they are eager to get rid of me. Like it's like a spot on your arse you just cannot get rid of. That's what I am to the club, basically. But all I do is look. I love my football club, like we all love our football club, and I just wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm far too honest for people's likings at times.
There was something I wanted to say to you actually. Now let's see if this gets you in. This gets your goat right.
Go on.
First time I spoke to you, I was like, he sounds like someone. Who does he sound like? And I sat here, and then the thought went away. And then, like, days later, it came into my head. And this guy's an absolute... So, where were you born? Were you born south of the river or north of the river?
North.
Oh, okay. This might upset you then.
Yeah, it will. You read that, yeah.
Is anyone else...
Don't go south of the river.
Is anyone else hearing this? Because I've just looked up where he was born. He was born in Wimbledon. Scored the winner in an FA Cup semi-final. Anyone not else hearing Alan Pardew there?
Oh,
Alan.
Yeah, go and listen to Alan Pardew speak.
Yes.
Have you never had that before?
Never had Alan Pardew. No, I've had Ricky Gervais.
from Slough.
Mate, look, I don't know how it works. Right, I've had Ricky Gervais. I've had Jason Statham. If that, I don't know. If that,
that's just someone who's never been to London, isn't it?
I'm saying, I can't hear that one either.
That's like when an American asks you if you know the Queen, right? Are you from England?
Yeah.
Do you know Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah. It's unbelievable when you go to America, isn't it? If you meet an American, they all think you know the Queen, don't they? Yeah. Just very quickly, Tangerine Tom keeps posting. It's the first time Fleetwood have been on TV. I can tell them it isn't because we played Fleetwood and Jamie Vardy was playing for I don't know, in the cup. So yeah, you can.
I don't know if you, we were on the Sky in the playoffs. You might not be. Oh wait, you weren't in the playoffs. So you weren't on TV. So we've been on TV more than you in the last few years. So before you come at me for that one, beware. And again, in town at home, good result. But come back to me after 46 games because we'll have more points than you. Mark my words.
Ian Barron is asking, was Nathan Cartman playing for Farsley Celtic? He played for Darlington FC. I think it must be a question to you, that one. Is it, Matt?
To be honest with you, mate, I didn't know any of their players because it's the first time I've ever been to Farsley Celtic. I didn't know much about them, so I can't really comment on certain players. Sorry about that one. That is below me.
Dapper's here. 18 Dapper saying Jason Statham. Look, as much as you sound like him. I can hear Pardew a bit, though. He can hear Pardew.
Fuck off with the Alan Pardew.
Can we just play a little game, though, Matt? Can you just say, maybe we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit? Just that one statement. Say, maybe we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit. Just say that, yeah?
Only if you can do the Frank Gallagher that you promised to do 2 weeks ago.
I'll do it. So maybe we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, yeah?
Maybe we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit.
So we went down to 10 men. Should have pushed on a little bit more. Feel like we've been robbed a little bit. But again, maybe we shot ourselves in the foot as well at times. But when we went down to 10 men, should have pushed on a little bit more.
Are you not doing that? It's him.
You do.
It's you. What's he doing in our stream?
He used to play for Barnet, right? Yeah, of course he did.
You're probably related.
Very much.
He's a bit of a silver fox, isn't he, eh?
Wait, it couldn't make a lot of sense, though. Pardew's not in management at the minute. So is it just like you're lending his voice to get some work?
Exactly.
I'll take his football knowledge because, he's a lot ahead of the game than I am at the moment.
Don't mention that to Newcastle fans. They will not think that.
Oh, don't worry. Sharky's not here tonight. Don't worry about it.
George just posted he's having his tea. He'll be on soon. So
no sweet.
Oh God! By the time he's finished his eating, we might be done. So, hey, Dor.
He'll probably go for another snack after that as well.
What's this? Ryan's saying it's that Stephen K. Amos joke where this American couple in Edinburgh asks what's out there, and they reply, "That's Gotham City. That's what it's like when people ask if you know the Queen." He says. What's this? Just going through these comments. Joe Dad Punk Chef.
Is that right? Clubs. Yeah, New Huey, one of our. He's been at club for like 7 years. He's just signed for Cyprus Club.
Where's he gone?
He's gone to Appers.
Same old door. Always eating.
Sam Hutchinson. Hutchinson signed for a Cyprus Club as well.
I didn't realise.
Which is really weird. But they've both gone over there. But it's a
I'm sorry, we're just having a laugh because somebody just posted. Same old door. Always eating. Right, sorry, carry on, Jake.
But you had this kind of love-hate relationship with our fans. A lot of them hated him because he was a big unit and they didn't think he did enough. But the other side of him absolutely loved him because he actually worked the bollocks off. He's like,
I've seen Newey score a 94th minute equaliser against Ipswich at Portman Road, which nearly made me cry at the time. That was is it like the one game in the last season under Mick McCarthy where he actually played like 25 minutes of good football and really sort of came back from 1 down, 2-1 up, and it was the classic. Right, who's the tallest bloke left on the bench? Get him on, get it in the box, and of course he scored.
Yeah. The best goal he scored for Wednesday was against Preston. We had a corner, it got played to, and he took about 3 men on and just hit it from like outside the box. It was fantastic. But it's a love-hate relationship. Our gutters that he went, he could have probably got another 1 year deal with the club, but he'd been there 7 years and Wednesday's not been able to turn players over or make money on players either. So it was good to kind of, I think we've made 8 million since Chansiri took over.
Oh, it's insane. And there was that point as well where there was Hooper, Rhodes, Forestieri, Winnall. There's like another 2 strikers as well, wasn't there? All on good money as well.
Oh yeah, we were paying
Newey and Lucas Shaw as well.
Yeah, but then, hey Steve, how you doing, mate? But we've also got the other thing where we've got a situation at the minute that we got Westwood still on our books and we can't seem to sell him. No one wants to buy him. And it's really weird because he's fallen out with 2 managers now. So I don't know if it's a thing about they've seen what he's done with 2 managers and thinking don't want that in the dressing room. But he's still a solid keeper. There's so many people who want to replace him, either not let Dawson or Wildsmith have a chance. But
you think Warnock would be fine, wouldn't it? You know,
yeah, it's the kind of player he's looking to try and get in. But he would do it just to screw us because he loves doing that, Warnock.
Does he? He has it in for you.
Whenever he's ex-Sheffield United manager, and any time he plays us, he always sets the teams up to either batter us physically or they just outplay us. And it must be something he does in his dressing room team talks or something in training where it's like, look, I don't like them. I'm a Sheffield United fan at heart. I want to smash them. And 9 times out of 10, they do.
Sometimes you just have those managers, though, don't you? You just have those teams that just, I don't know, they always seem to beat you, don't they? It's like it's weird. You just can't, can't beat them. I know somebody's been asking how, if we can rate our season 2 games in. It is a bit early, but how do we all think it's going so far? Are we all happy with, the way things are looking?
I'd be better on 0. I'd be better on 0 points.
Yeah, so you've got to get to 0, haven't you? Which is so you're now -8, so you're Sheffield
Wednesday. -8, we're getting there.
The good thing is with that shirt, though, maybe nobody will be able to see you when you're playing. You'll just be able to ghost in and, won't be able to see your players. Where did he come from? Oh, I didn't see him come around and sneak around the back.
I think
in that case, I'm glad we don't have VAR because we could get quite a lot of offside goals.
I think Wednesday have had an excellent start.
We've had a very good
from those first 2 games. Yeah, very good.
And how many players we've lost in the summer as well. And it's a rebuilding job with Wednesday. It was always going to be a rebuilding job, but we have to be consistent and stick with the manager. We can't keep changing manager every time it doesn't work. The only time we were consistent is when we had Carlos. Carlos was there for a good number of seasons. We were getting somewhere. And for whatever reason, the Swansea job came. They were in the Premiership, so he went. Fair enough. And I think you have clubs that keep changing managers, and it just doesn't work. Look at Reading. Reading keep changing managers, and it doesn't work. You keep changing all the time. So if we can keep Monk consistent, and the key for me isn't really Gary Monk, but it's James Beattie. If James Beattie can get, he's our assistant manager. If James Beattie can get our striker going like he got Che Adam going at Birmingham, and then
Chris Wood as well at Leeds, and Michu at Swansea as well.
But if you look at that, if we can
Superb
get
coach,
if we can get,
you had him at Fleetwood, didn't you, Ben?
Who's that? Sorry,
James Beattie. Oh, sorry, was it Accrington Stanley?
Accrington Stanley.
Sorry, Ben. Sorry.
No worries, man.
Sorry.
To be fair, he was one of the reasons why Windass came, because Windass was James Beattie was Windass' first ever manager, so he already knows him. So it's perfect in that sense. But if we can get him to turn our strikers into those players and then make money on them, that's the key. I don't mind if we get a 20-goal striker and then so you come for big money. It shows that our owners learning that you have to sell players, because we stockpile so many players for so many seasons. Like, we should have really got rid of Fortieri in the first season when we got to the playoffs. We could have got about 7 million for him. We could have got Westwood and we could have redone it. I think we need to start looking at like the Brentford model where they sell, then buy cheap.
Yeah.
Like that. If we can do that, we'll be fine. But our owners are
that's cheating wankers.
That's easier said than done, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gurney's there if you want to give him some stick, Ben.
Oh, yeah, Gurney. I was watching the live stream back, and Gurney said, Knackers will be crying. Now, if you don't know, we lost 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. I wasn't crying. I was having a full-on meltdown. The mic went off. The lighting fell over onto my leg, right? So I had to rebuild that. I'm trying to stay in position, regain my position on here, kind of set my mic up again, and I'm thinking, what's going on here? And then I'm just, my stream just doubles in viewers going, Sammy Smarduk, Super Sammy. And then I find out, Peterborough haven't come back from behind and won for 2.5 years. And they beat us 2-1 after being 1-0 down. So it was a meltdown, Gurney, son. But Jake, I was about to say, Jake, if you did sell players, I know you've seen it now, I think a lot of your fans will be going, we've got no ambition. Why are we selling our best players? If we could have kept hold of them, we could have done this.
Our biggest problem, though, is that we're not a club that we've done it in the past and never sold them for good money. And the problem, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, with how people do it now.
I guess it all the time.
Right, I'm going off on my rant now. Everybody stop. Imagine being as witty as Mark Porter. Put the comment back up, Lee. Put the comment up. Get it up. Imagine being that witty. Imagine having that combination of wit and intelligence to be able to bring it all together and make that joke. Well done, Mark. I bow to your wonderful humour. Sorry, continue. Sorry. I'm only joking, Mark.
I do
a little
have
bit.
A thing where Wednesday, the biggest issue is that we don't make money in terms of players and then reinvest. Because I think Monk is the kind of person who'll go to League One and League Two and pick up gems. He did that with Carmel Roof at Leeds. He got him from Oxford. Yeah. Turned him into a beta player. I think he got the right manager there. You can do those things and the right setup.
Yeah.
But we need to start doing that, because you're not going to be able to go spend the money that you can now, because COVID is actually going to change how lower teams do business.
It is. And you look at how Brentford did. I was looking at a start from like last 5 or 6 players. I think they bought them for about 15 million combined. And they sold them on for like nearly 80 million quid, with Watkins going and a few others going out the door. And it's just amazing.
But you also look, it's the same model. It's really funny because Peterborough and Brentford tend to always buy players off each other and do the same model. Because it seems to be the case.
It's very sorry to interrupt. It's very, very easy to sit here and all of us can say our clubs should sign really good players for no money and then sell them for loads of money.
Oh, God,
it's easier said than done, though, isn't it? And Brentford have been doing it for years and years. And what I like about Brentford is how originally it was they were dropping a couple of million on Neil Mopai or whoever, and now it's 5 million for Janssen, and they've just put this Godos bloke in today, and Waymo was 5 million, and it's all.
What did you pay for Ivan Tony?
5 million as well.
Million.
Yeah. So
I thought it was 10.
give me your source for that. No way. Yeah.
I heard Darren McAntony said 10 million, and he received 6 million of it. 4 million went to Newcastle. That's what I heard from the chairman of Peterborough.
Have you got that in a tweet? I'll believe that if I see that in a tweet.
I'll try and find it now.
What's this, Benjamin? Ryan keeps mentioning this video of yours, your partner's challenge of players 1 to 11.
Oh, God, yeah. Do you remember in lockdown, Jamie Carragher got his missus to do her 1 to 11? And, it was all just a bit silly because obviously, she knew Jamie Carragher was a player and, about 5 others or something. So it was just a little bit of fun. So I got my missus to pick her 1 to 11, and it was an absolute joke. She, picked... literally the best team you can imagine just by complete fluke, and then started putting the players in the right position. It's on YouTube. Go and have a look. The idea was that she was going to be mocked, and then she ends up. I just remember the back four was she had Dave Seaman in goal, Ashley Cole was the left back. Bobby Moore was one of the centre backs. She'd remembered Bobby Charlton and Bobby Moore from me talking about. I think she had Pele and Maradona or something as well.
Wow!
It just got comically funny how she started putting them all in the right place. But she swears she didn't research it. Yeah, it was. To be fair, I gave her what formation do you want to play? So it wasn't it was I want him in that position there that I'd mapped out. But yes. A mildly amusing video. Although, because we're in 2020, Lee, there was some people going, oh, so you're just making a joke out of the fact that you're saying women don't know about football. It's shut up.
God, it's pathetic, isn't it? You can't even have a
silly,
bit
video.
Of fun. I know, it's just fun.
Yeah.
People are so anal, aren't they? Nick Moore's here, Ipswich fan. Can someone tell me who's top of the league?
Yeah. We've been...
It's early days. We've
been top of the league before, yes.
Yeah.
It might have been in his podcast. If I am wrong, I stand corrected. But I'll do some fishing this week, and then next week I'll send you the link to the podcast. What he says it in.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying you're wrong. I've just heard it undisclosed everywhere. So if you've got that from the guy who actually sold him, then yeah, I will definitely take that as read. I think there's a lot of add-ons, though, Ben.
It's leading up to 10 million. I think that's what it could mean. Which will be up to 10 million.
Yeah, which will be if they get promoted. Yeah. It'll be promotion. It'll be promotion, won't it? Yeah.
I know 40% of the clause went to Newcastle, his former club, because that's the only reason they got him so cheap. It's the only reason because they promised. That's why Spurs have only got that.
Newcastle for Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably still paying Alan Pardew, isn't he?
Don't know. Yeah.
Skim. Is he still paying you?
I thought Alan Pardew had a really long contract.
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to mention Alan Pardew anymore now?
You still not saying like him, no.
We're asking you.
Just say we shot ourselves in the foot, Matt.
Wait. Can he do the dance? That's the question. Can he do the famous FA Cup dance?
Right. If you start paying me into my PayPal, I'll do whatever you want me to, mate.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, whatever you want to call it. I've got bills to pay, mate.
Ben, it's 5 million rising to 10 million.
Yeah, so that's my understanding of it. Yeah,
I apologise, but I just saw the 10 million. I apologise.
He's gone for the 10 million there.
Yeah. But like I say, it's a good deal for both parties, really, and it'd be interesting to see how Tony does in the Championship.
Yeah, slow start, hasn't it? And Marcus Forss scored for Brentford the other day as well. So
ex-Wimbledon.
Yeah, he went there on loan last season. Yeah. Kevin De Bruyne has just scored a penalty on the other screen there.
Fancy points.
Oh, don't. I had Heung-min Son in my team last week. Transferred him out for Jack Grealish this week. And He scored 4. 4.
And if you had Harry Kane, you got assists as well.
I had Harry Kane, to be fair. So I got some goals and assists, but yeah, Heung-min Son. Oh dear. But anyway, you can check out my Fantasy League update video on Wednesday over on my YouTube channel. Ding!
Here we are. Man City on 1-0 up, and Lisa Howard is here. One of Ben's friends who's coming later. She says that Man City shirt is the worst ever. Which is this? Have you seen
it? Can't be worse than that Sheffield Wednesday top. It's honestly like it's a white top and you've just gone through a coal mine or something. That is exactly what that is.
Have a look at Hull City's third away shirt. It looks like they were meant to be printing Everton's shirt and then they went, oh, fuck, and then just changed it. Google Hull City.
Lisa's right, actually. It's white and then it's got like a paisley purple. It's the sort of shirt I would wear to go on camera. Do you know what I mean? Which is not what you really want to be playing. Imagine playing football in this. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Dundee United, though.
Yeah, right.
I don't do like videos where you rate football kits, but watching Brighton against Newcastle, I don't like Brighton's kit. I think
you like stripes?
Shit.
We did that.
I always see Brighton in blue and white stripes rather.
We did it 2 seasons in a row back to back, actually, where we had no blue and white stripes. We had similar, like, butcher pins similar to Brighton's. And then for our 150th anniversary shirt, it was just completely blue.
What's a butcher pin?
So, you know what butchers wear when the pin is? When you see butcher?
No, but I'm loving this education here.
I'm an ex-chef, so, yeah.
Lovely.
Hence the name. I used to have bright green mohawk.
We've got to find some pictures of that.
I'll find them. But basically, a butcher pinny is what you wear when you're in a butcher. So it's like navy blue and got little white pinstripes down it.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever use the saying when someone's like really, really slim? I've seen more fat on a butcher's apron. You ever use that?
Yeah. Butcher's pencil.
Oh, butcher's pencil. Painter's radio.
See more fat on a butcher's pencil.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
Butcher's apron. What the fuck is that?
That's is a butcher's pencil, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Move on.
Yeah, moving on swiftly.
Yes, good is confirming pencil. Pencil, Benjamin.
I had a Pepsi Max. I'm perfectly accepting that it's pencil. Look, after 8 people have told me that it's pencil, so don't worry about
that. Are we allowed to have drinks on this show?
Are we not allowed?
No, of course you can. Yes, you can have a drink. Just don't start eating your tea.
Yeah,
this show is brought to you by
Door does.
That's very unprofessional, that, isn't it? To eat. Yeah.
Yes.
Quite disrespectful as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've just obviously Dor. He doesn't get in till nearly 8 o'clock, so obviously he's not had any tea or anything. So we said to him he's all right to come on a bit later. It's not it's not a problem, is it?
Put that comment on, please. Put that George comment on, please.
Jake has just put Hull City's kit in our little private chat. I don't think that's that bad, actually.
I don't like it.
I don't think it's that bad. If anyone else has seen it, I think that's.
Let me have a look.
Right, actually, I don't.
We can put that into the.
I mean,
put that in the real. Just put the link in the normal chat. I can put the link in. Let's have a look.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like it.
I don't mind it.
I've got a friend who's a Hull City fan who just hates it. Absolutely.
I'll put it in the normal, so anybody can see it if they want to have a look at it. If you want to check out what we're talking about, the link to it is there.
Really bad kits this year, though, aren't they? If anyone's seen some.
Barney still haven't released a kit, so we haven't got a fucking clue what ours is going to look like. And the season starts supposedly in 2 weeks' time.
It's Gins versus shirt, so I'm guessing you'll be Gins.
Well, yeah, it will be. We'll be playing in last season's kit with no sponsor.
Oh.
There you go, Lee.
Yes, there we are.
Look at that.
That's not too bad.
Like I said, that looks very much Sunday League or like a training top, but it's not the worst in the world.
Oh, we've got some interference.
I think that might have been me. I'm sorry.
Ah, right, okay.
That was phone next to Mike. Sorry.
Right, okay.
Right.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Or maybe it wasn't. There we go. It looks like, they wear these GPS things to track. It looks like it's just built into the shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Have you seen the link between Puma's away shirts? Like they're similar to this, and there's like a diamond pattern. But people have done the link where you can go see them all.
Oh, we haven't got that one because we've got Puma.
Let me find it.
I tell you what, Lee, your third kit is lovely.
I kind of like it, and it's dark blue as well with like a tangerine on. So I'll probably go for that because I quite like the dark blue shirt. It's falling apart. Yeah, it's falling apart. My other dark blue one. It's like it's really is. It's seen better days. So I need something new.
Do you think there's any coincidence that the Nottingham Forest manager is under loads of pressure and Forest have lost their first 2 games and Dorr is not here? Matt, does that feel like a coincidence? Because all I want to do is ask him what the hell's going on. And Chris Cohen has gone out and gone to work for Luton today, and the Forest fans aren't happy about that either.
I've also got something. In last week's podcast, he said you've got to give him till November. In his watch along, he said, "Oh no, he's got to go soon."
He's a flip-flop fan, any Dorr.
Matt, he's speaking out of both sides of his mouth there, isn't he? Are you hearing this, Dorr? Is he in the chat?
Not me speaking out, not me putting it in, never mind getting it out.
I need to hear him address these rumours, Ben.
Which is this one, Jake? This
is the one where Puma and every other club got this kind of design. And if you keep going down it in the Twitter thing, it shows you all the other kits.
Right, okay, let's see if I can put that into the comments. So let's see.
That's like that meme where you see where they say, can I copy your homework? Yeah, but don't make it too obvious. And then they just literally just copied the same thing. Like Bristol Rovers' new badge now, and everyone's copying the same thing. And it's just like... Or Bristol City's actually, not Bristol Rovers.
Oh, here we are. Benjamin's put it in over here. Okay, let's have a look.
Right, I should be able to scroll that. Hang on.
So, top one. Hit the top one.
Easy. What are we looking at?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Right.
In my Twitter.
Hit the comments and just keep going down.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it, yeah.
So keep going down.
Lee's shitting himself right now thinking what's going to pop up. Fake taxi's going to be there.
Could be anything on Twitter. Could be anything.
It looks a bit like Battenberg. With
it's
a pattern,
honeycomb.
a little bit like Battenberg.
Battenberg's disgusting.
Oh, my goodness.
It is.
Right. Can I join? Sorry.
What's that one?
That Wolves is the third kit, I think.
I'm not interested in football anymore. I love Battenberg. I used to have that. I used to go to a place called Bresingham where my late grandparents lived, and they used to give me Battenberg. And Battenberg warms my heart. I love Battenberg. I can understand why you think it was disgusting, though.
There's normal things that warm my heart, like a bowl of soup or something, Lee, Benjamin. But I don't mean I enjoy it.
No, fair. Oh, Battenberg. Hey.
I'll put Paul Otley comment up.
Oh,
Paul Otley's comment.
Yeah.
So Door's not going to be able to.
Well, the plot thickens, doesn't it, gents?
Yeah.
A Derby fan and a Forest fan on a date.
This one here. This nice top.
Further down.
What was that about a date?
Well, underneath.
Dora and Lisa are on a date.
Ah, that one.
Yep.
Could be true. She's in the chat though.
Maybe she's sneakily on her phone then.
Watching at the restaurant.
I can't be going that well then.
More interesting than Dor.
Oh, yeah.
That was Philippe Cocu.
So who you boys got at the weekend then? Because obviously our season still hasn't started. We're still doing friendlies.
We got Bristol City, but we got a cup game on Wednesday. We got Fulham.
Should we get Lisa in on the chat to defend this fact she's not with Dor on a meal?
Yeah, go on then.
Should we put her in? Let's see if we can get her.
Yeah, go on.
Let's put a link in for Lisa. She will be around. Get that into the chat for it.
Rochdale, and I had to look it up. That's as little as I'm paying attention. Rochdale at home, I believe.
What about you?
Link. That's a link for Lisa. You can come on and defend the fact that you're not having a lovely meal with Dor.
We've got Everton first and Wimbledon at home. Now Wimbledon were like us, bottled the lead. They were 4-2 up and drew 4-4 against Plymouth. So it could be about 9-9, it could be 0-0 probably. So I'm hoping I'll be there. I'm hoping I can. I've been selected in the ballot, which is great, but it's all down to everything that goes on before that. Otherwise, we watch long in it. But we've beaten him the last couple of years at home, and hopefully we can do it again.
Josh Lane is saying, this is interesting, yeah, he doesn't think Manchester United will do well this season after the loss the other day. It was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it, that?
Their whole situation with signing people, they just want people as cheap as humanly possible and not wanting to pay it. They've got the money and they just want a really good deal. Look at what they did last season. They got like a couple of players and that was it, and they need a bigger thing. But they are looking. They don't, just something not right there. Even with all the managers they keep getting in, it was always going to be a hard job to replace Ferguson, let's be honest. But that club, it just runs so badly in terms of running it for the fans as a football club. But let's remember, they bought the club on debt. They want to make money. What you hear about, like selling things, or what's happening on the stock market, it's interesting.
Yeah, but whoever replaced Arsene Wenger was going to be in a difficult time. But they seem to have, after Unai Emery, they've now gone for Arteta, and things look to be a bit more steady than how many managers Man U's gone through after Ferguson.
Ollie is working to a point. You saw that at the end of last season for him. But I don't know if he's going to get given that time to do it again. If that makes sense.
He's got to win something, I think, to keep his job.
Manchester City have just scored a beautiful goal. Phil Foden has just scored for Manchester City. They're 2-0 up at Wolves in 32 minutes and playing very well.
Can you put the Ryan comment up?
There you are. I've got Lisa.
There she is.
So you're not with Dor then tonight?
Good God, never. Not in a million years. Even if I was single, I wouldn't take a red dog.
What do people think of the Semedo deal with Wolves? That's an interesting one. You've seen that one? So
when was this?
Nelson Semedo is about to sign for Wolves from Barcelona.
Well, Wolves need to start signing players because they're selling at the moment, aren't they?
But I think there's a link in. I think in Semedo a Portuguese player, so that will make a world of sense. Because they are literally just.
Oh yeah, they've got Neves, Silva. Can you put the Ryan Dunbar comment about Patrice Evra, Lee? I don't know if you saw it. On Saturday, he went. On Saturday,
he put
about Patrice Evra. I don't know if you saw it on Sky on Saturday. He said something about Patrice Evra was dating David Moyes' daughter. So at the end of the game, Kelly Cates up to go. We have to clear up something that was said earlier in the show. Zaha has never met David Moyes' daughter. He never knew he had a daughter, and they were never dating. And you can just see Patrice Evra going like that. So he could be getting the boot in the next few days. So Patrice, mate, if you want to comment on here, replace Dor, all you need is a good microphone and not be eating, and we're good to go.
There's always that rumour, weren't there? That's the reason why he never got shown a lot of game time at Man United, because he was off with Moyes' daughter at the time. But how much truth in that, we don't know. But if Evra's saying that it happened, but like you say, someone's had to say, no, it didn't, who'd you believe?
All I'll say is if it didn't happen, these people have enough money to sue each other. So you would think they wouldn't just let it go. So as much as I don't want to libel anybody either, truth is an absolute defence to any libel allegation. Let's just say.
Put up David Golds's comment up, Lee.
Right, just quickly, I'll just introduce Lisa into the stream. She's a Derby County fan. You got a programme on, what is it, Derby?
Derby County Fan TV.
Derby County Fan TV, yes. So she is a bit of an enemy of Dor. It's like a...
It's a love-hate relationship.
Love-hate relationship, yeah. And you can confirm you're not having a meal with Dor tonight because he's eating.
I can confirm that, of course. Yes.
I think he's sitting on the other end of the sofa.
No.
Hang on, let's have a look.
No, we can see he's not there. What was this thing you wanted putting up, Jake? Sorry,
about Charlton.
Who posted it? Sorry,
David Scholes.
Oh yeah, David Scholes. There we go. Hi, David. Do the panel think we'll shut down the leagues after Charlton outbreak at COVID-19? Well, will they?
Do you mean Leyton Orient?
Is it Leyton Orient?
Orient, yeah. Spurs were the ones, because in League Two they don't do regular testing, and Spurs were the ones who paid for the testing. And yeah, no, exactly, and that's the problem. And again, Spurs paid for the testing, and I'm glad they probably did in the end. And obviously, I don't know how many of them got tested. I know it's at least a couple, and they're thinking about calling the game off and giving Spurs the win now.
Are they?
Right.
Yeah.
Come out today and what they're going to talk about tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if there is going to be another potential lockdown or whatever. So I'm not expecting any fans to go to games this year alone. I mean, they're still doing lower league games, obviously, because like Lee, you've been to one. I went to watch Hadley the other day. I'm going to go watch Wellingham City tomorrow night. So that level, there will still be fans being allowed to attend games, but anything from, I think, conference north and south and upwards, no chance.
It'll be very interesting to see what happens next, because if they do potentially do a lockdown again, like we had before, are they going to shut off sport down again? Because...
No, I wouldn't have thought. I don't think. I'm speculating, obviously. I don't think they're going to go back to full economy closed, schools closed, sports closed, etc. But they're obviously, like Matt says, they're obviously haven't done a big press conference this morning trying to scare us all to then not announce anything. But look at the things they mentioned. They mentioned the economy and they mentioned the schools. So yeah, stuff is they're going to be, whatever happens, they're going to keep those two things open and just kind of try and localize everything. But
it's all right. But apparently we're all going to allow to have a Christmas for 24 hours. And after that, you got to say bye-bye to everyone.
Hang on. Dor is here. He says he's been...
So before we get Dor on, sorry, Lee, I just want to ask Lisa, as an ex-copper, have you got any inside information?
As a what, sorry?
As an ex-copper, have you got any inside information of what is going on in this country? Come on,
Oi.
Oh God, there's some dirt.
He's arrived.
At the bottom.
Right, I've been listening to every single thing.
Hang on, Dor's in the other room. I can see the light coming through the door, isn't he? Look.
I've been listening to every single thing. Benjamin Bloom. Hey, don't you?
Dor?
No, I'm not.
I just was wondering, Dor, whether you might avoid the. Well, look, can we just ask you then, what on earth is happening at Forest, and why, having been in 5th position with 10 games to go, is the manager now under pressure 2 games into this season? And what's your view on it?
Do I have to comment? Because we got battered against QPR, we got battered against Cardiff. I don't want to talk about it.
You can tell me like your recipe for making stuff, but it's not a food podcast. It's called Football Podcast.
Wait, listen. I've got my drinks. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Come on. Have you had your tea?
I've had my tea. Yeah. Well, at this moment in time, Limucci is buying 100 defenders. He's under pressure. Under pressure. Pardon?
No bloody good if you're conceding goals.
Well, he's buying Scott McKenna from Aberdeen for $5 million.
That's a good signing.
5 million?
5 million.
What about this 18-year-old kid for 4 million as well from PSG as well?
He can't get in the team. He can't get in the team. We've got 7 centre backs, 4 right backs, 4 left backs.
Should have a good defence then.
It sounds like my Sunday league team.
Tomorrow we'll be linked with another centre back. We're buying centre backs. We don't need a centre back.
You can say it.
Just to wind you up even more, we saw Ollie Burke play quite a good 90 minutes for Sheffield United earlier as well. Do you remember Ollie Burke?
I do remember him.
He was brilliant for you, wasn't he?
Oh, it was all right, but...
Didn't you play about 5 games and then raise you 12 million euros or something?
Yeah. that was Fowler's fault. Because, we sold him to Leipzig for, was it 13, 14 million?
Yeah, loads of money, yeah.
Yeah, so, that was Fowler's fault. So, I don't want to talk about Fowler's. On the TV on Friday, Huddersfield versus Forest, that smells like trouble for either Carlos Corberan or Sabri Lamouchi, doesn't it? That smells like embarrassment on the TV for one of those managers. Listen to me. I'm listening. We could have a new brand. We could have a brand new Brat 4, and I'm not. Do we have to? Why am I on? Why am I on? Talk about Forest. We were here.
Comedy value this week.
November on your last. Realistically, now, how long are you giving him?
Yeah.
Like I said, he's buying defenders after defenders after defenders.
Don't sit on the fence. Give us an answer.
If we lose against Huddersfield,
3 games in, you think he should be sacked?
It's ridiculous.
No. I don't know. I don't know because.
Matt, should he be sacked? And their club is owned by Evangelos Marianakis, who loves sacking managers.
Yeah,
it's weird because Lamouchi, he brought his own backroom stuff in. And he's brought in like 20 defenders. I don't know, like. When we lost to Cardiff on Saturday, I was mad. I went absolutely crazy.
That second goal was horrible as well, Dor. Long throw, not cleared, flick on. Horrible, wasn't it? Kiefer Moore, ex-Ipswich.
I'm so happy that we played them first game. They actually started to look really good.
I was just... if you look back, after the stream, look back at how I felt. I was angry. And I'm like... Yeah. The point is, Matt's question: if Forest lose on Friday, he's got to go.
So okay, if he goes on Saturday, do you go for Eddie Howe?
No.
Dor, you have Nigel Clough.
You said last week, mark my words, we cannot keep going through manager after manager. He's got to be careful of when we go and if you sack him. I know you thought the end. You cannot let him go after 3 games. I will let you know this. Sheffield United, when they got 100 points, this is in League One, they I think only got 1 point at the first 4 or 5 games. Nothing settled in the first. Give him 10 games. That is when the season starts.
No. But
You said
listen.
You said last week you can't keep going through manager after manager. Again, you're going back on that. So he was sacked.
Listen.
Give him 10 games.
Let him answer the question.
Right, Nappers. Right, listen to me. Right, Benjamin will know this. Do you remember that game we drawn 1-1 against Derby?
Yes, 97th minute. Yeah.
Right, 97th minute. Right. Benjamin knows. Forest have won 4 games in 17. Is that good enough?
No, it's not. But you're 3 games into a new season.
No. But right, no. Look, listen. Forest
and also, can I just come in, Dor, quickly, just on what Matthew just said? 3 games into a new season with another 3 weeks of transfer window still open.
Mm-hmm.
And you
said no. We don't need any more players.
You're panicking right now, mate. Chill, just chill, all right? Because your manager, the way that you're describing your manager to me is like he's trying to sign as many players as he can, throw it at a wall, and just hope something sticks. I hope he's got a backup plan or he's got an idea to go forward with you guys. But 3 games in, I think you need to sit yourself down right now and go, all right, I'm being a bit rash. You've got to give him.
Yes, he does.
15 games.
Right. Listen to me. Listen to me. Last season. Okay. Hello, Nappers. Nappers. What? Hello.
No, door. Right.
Hello.
You've had Lamouchi spend quite a lot of money on that squad, so you're going to sack him now, and the manager comes in. Oh, I don't want this. I want this. I want this. I want this. It's going to be more cost funded for your team. You played 2 games, 3 with the cup, right? You have brought a lot of players in, right? You brought Lyle Taylor and you brought a lot from abroad. They need time to adapt. It's not just going to click. Good teams, they do kind of start off well, but a lot of loads in League One, where I'm from, Luton, they didn't start off well. They were win, lose. Then they were on a 20-game unbeaten streak. I think you've got to give him 10 games, and then if it is still out and you're in the bottom 6, like I said last week, just give him that time. Give him time to let his squad gel, let it adapt. Because if he does it now, you get a new manager and he doesn't want those players, more cost funding for your players, and you're left with a load of players that you've just bought that nobody wants. So I think you're being very rash. And
No, right. I'm not. No, right.
They needed time to gel because it was a fresh load of players that need time to gel. You can't get all those players in and just expect it to magically work.
Why is everyone attacking me? Why is that?
We're not attacking.
Right. Listen.
I was going to say, actually, Dor, can I say something to Dor quickly? I was going to say, we're doing these live watch-alongs now on our channels, and do you not feel that there's like this added pressure now because you've got people watching you and you're kind of really hoping they're going to win because you don't want to be like obviously crying at the end of it, or you want to kind of remain sort of upbeat, and there's a lot more pressure than just doing a vlog, because normally you can rant after, can't you? But when you're live, there's a lot of pressure, and when they're not playing well, I think you feel it even worse. Or I felt the pressure of it. I really have. Thought these watch alongs are a bit stressful if you're not, they're all right if you're winning, you're having a good game, but when you're not
Lee,
winning,
just quickly, sorry, Lee, I've got the Forest signings on the other screen. If you want to go split screen there.
Okay.
So you can see who they've brought in.
Go where? Sorry.
You ain't seen it. Where is it? You ain't sent the comment.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
If you go to the split screen, it'll appear. There you go.
If you won the other day, you'd be telling me, how much you give you a chance. That's the difference of one game. That's the difference of one game, Dor. If you would have won, you would be coming on here today with a different mentality.
Nappers, you're not listening to me.
Would you be asking for the new strike?
Right. Listen to me what I'm saying.
Would you?
Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Let him talk.
Nappers, listen to what I'm saying. We've won 4 games in 17. We've won 4 matches in 17. Is that good enough?
It's not great.
It's not great, is it? We're spending, we've sold Matty Cash for 6. Let me talk.
It's not good enough, but you're in a new season, Dor. You're in a new season that is 2 games old. I'm not being funny. You play QPR away, right?
Yeah, did you watch the game? Did you watch it? Right? No, Nappers, did you watch the QPR game? Did you watch it?
Right.
I didn't watch it.
Right, listen. Listen.
Very deluded. Let him talk.
Listen, right. We played against Barnsley. We didn't have a shot.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
I know. No. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But me being a Forest
is wrong.
Do you know what? After listening to Dor, I'm siding with him. Sack the manager. Fuck him. Give him his P45. Get in the bin.
We got rid of Grayson for less. So
right. Listen,
boys. On that bombshell, I've got to go and walk the dog. I love you, and I'll see you all very, very soon.
Thanks, Benjamin.
Can I join you, Ben? Can I join you?
No, you got to thrash this out with Ben.
Oh, for free.
I'll catch up. Right, see you later. Yeah.
See you, Ben. Bye.
Bye, Ben.
Right.
One thing I just want to throw in there: why there's no fans as well, like what Lee was saying. I think right now there is less pressure on the players, because if you're playing bad and the fans are there, that's added pressure even more on top of it. So give them time, let them just relax. Things will change. Trust me. I would rather be in your shoes right now, Dor, Trust me. Do you want to switch with me?
No. I get that. But my point as a Forest fan, like we played against Barnsley. We didn't have a shot on target. We played against QPR. We didn't have a shot.
There.
No. Listen to me, right? We played, like I said, we've won 4 and out of 17. Lisa, you know when we played you lot and we drawn 1-1, right? We battered you that game, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh. We battered you, and then you scored in the last minute. Since then, we've been shocking. Our confidence is low. Lamucci, he hasn't got plan B. He always sticks with plan A. And like the game against Cardiff, yes, was 2-0 down in the first half. We improved the second half, but we didn't score and we lost the game. We didn't get the points for it. So
we
had it at Christmas time last season. We were 3rd at Christmas, and we went on a terrible slump, and we came close to fighting out near the bottom. But we still kept with Monk. We want to build something because we kept on sacking managers. If you keep sacking managers, you're never going to have that consistency. You're gonna
as a Forest fan, like I said, with Lamucci, last season he was fantastic. Before the pandemic, since since the Derby game, we've been shocking. He has as Forest fans know, I think what game was it? Like I said, it was Derby. We were drawn 1-1, and we've been. The thing with Lamucci, right? Like I said, the game we played against Cardiff, we lost 2-0, and we played 4-4-2.
If you replace the manager, then who do you bring in?
I want Eddie Howe. No. Not because I don't know.
Who will you bring in?
We'll bring a foreign manager in.
Yeah. Why does it have to be foreign? Why can't they be English or British?
Because that's how the owner deals with stuff.
We did it for a couple. We did it. We had Carl.
Hang on. You're telling me that your owners pick a manager based on his nationality rather than what he's achieved, i.e., coaching badges or what he's won.
Right.
Saying that right?
Right. You know the Hall manager? Was it Silva? Marco Silva.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hearing Silva could be the next man. So.
Gurney's saying, are you saying sack him now? Then, Do? Are you saying sack him?
Right, listen, we've got our next games. We've got Huddersfield on Friday. That's a tough game. Whoever loses that game is getting sacked.
Right.
Is it win or lose? Yeah.
You've got Bristol City, you've got Blackburn, and we've got an international break. So, are you saying he gets sacked during that international break?
Yeah. I don't care. Yeah.
Luke Turton agrees with you, Dor. He says he said if we had changed the way we play and took the games, then we wouldn't have a problem. Says Paul Cook. Is that
Paul Cook? Mate, that's a good shout, Luke. Paul Cook is a great manager for Wigan.
Yeah.
Great manager for Wigan.
He's been a great manager wherever he's been.
Yeah, he's been a good manager. Yeah, but the way Forest deal with stuff, like we had Martin O'Neill. When Martin O'Neill was Forest manager, he was all right. I didn't want him as a Forest manager because I didn't believe in people who was fantastic at City Run should be manager. Like we had Stuart Pearce. Didn't do good, did they?
No.
We had Martin O'Neill.
Never rated Stuart Pearce as a manager anyway.
You know what, Matt? And I didn't as well. I didn't want Stuart Pearce as manager. Fantastic player for Forest. As a manager,
not all ex-footballers can make it as manager. And I say it even at Sunday League level. Just because you can kick a ball doesn't mean you can read a game of football.
Exactly. So my thing with Lamucci, listen to me, let me put it straight. I want him to do great for Forest. I want him. Like I said, I'm sick and tired of managers getting sacked. But it's results business. If Forest keep I'm like you lot don't watch Forest game, I do. The way we have been, you can tell every Forest fan the way Lamucci plays. It's not great.
What does match day with Max think?
Ask him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree with what Nappers are saying. If you sack him now, a new manager's going to come in and he's going to want to try and bring his own backroom staff, his own players. And what players are there at the moment he might not favour. It's a waste of wages. and you might get a scenario where the chairman goes, "We can't give you no more money. You've got to work with what you got. Work with the tools."
At least until Christmas.
Right, I tell you the situation. Like we got players are still there, not playing. We got Clough. We got Mark Heffernar. We got Belly Luwan. We got Bong. They still got Forest. We can't get rid of them.
They sound very similar to what Wendy's had recently. We've had a lot of players, and we've not been able to get rid of them for whatever reason. Is it attitude? Is the owner not wanting to sell? He got his set price set, and he wants it to be that price and that thing. I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But I think when you look at some other people, you just got to. It is a result business. I'll give you that. It is a result business. But at the same time, you see the people who constantly sack managers, and it's just like if you have a bit of consistency and stick with them. When he signed that new contract, you were quite happy about that. I remember watching.
Yeah, I was.
You were really happy he signed that contract.
I was happy because he deserved it. He deserved to get a contract. Because
how long's he got left on his contract?
3 years.
3 years.
So again, you're gonna have to pay him up 3 years, or you might be able to come to an agreement and probably pay him a year and a half.
Well, okay, right. Let me ask a question, Mike. So if Limucci carries on for the whole season and get relegated, we're still going to sack him.
Yeah,
So if
the thing is, it's all well and good fans saying sign this player, sack this player, sell this player. If a player you can't sell for whatever reason, don't want to leave because of the wages ain't good enough for where he's looking to go. He might not want to move to that area. He might not want to commute to that area. All of these factors play into consideration. Being non-league, a lot of the players that we sign have to commute in because they don't all then up and move like Premiership players or big Championship players. You know, we get players that will just at our level who are looking just to pay their mortgage. That's literally all we get at our level. What we're saying to you is, yes, we don't watch Forest week in, week out. I think right now your emotions are high. I don't think you're thinking with your head. I think you're thinking with your heart more than anything right now. And I think you need to chill a little bit because all it takes is one win. You get one win.
100%.
And football fans, we are the most fickle bunch of wankers on the planet Earth.
Right. Matt, I'm saying right. The thing about Forest, right, the confidence is so low. Like I said, we've not. I think I said we didn't score against Barnsley, we didn't score against QPR, and we didn't get against Cardiff. One goal, I think we'll just read that one goal, and the confidence will be high. I remember
times you're saying confidence ain't high, confidence is low. You shouting your nut off saying sack him. That's not helping the matter either.
Right, listen to me, right. If Forest, look, I don't care what people say. People comment below, people. If Forest lose on Friday, Limucci.
Yeah. You're a hypocrite, Dor.
But as a voice, no, you don't. Oh.
Dor, can I just ask, whatever pancakes you had, have you had some like medicine in them or something, to boost you up? Because normally you come home and you're like, oh. And today you've come on, you've been like, right, we need to do this. If we don't do this, I can't deal with this. The Mitch's done this. Oh, it's 70. It's not good enough. He's got to go. Dormant. Like
it's because he can't eat. That's why his sugar levels dropped.
Need some carbs. Need some carbs. You're getting some sticky here, Dor. There's somebody called, what's he called here, that keeps giving you sticky? Aston Boys. Do you know him? He's saying Dor wants to bite. He's been giving you some stick about a mediocre club, a disgrace in Midlands football.
He's not had a 12 for about half an hour. Of course he wants to bite.
Right.
Got the shakes in it.
Scotty Martin saying that Forest aren't as big as you make them sound.
Right. Let me ask. Wait. That question from Scotty Martin, right? And at least we'll vouch. This is the same with Derby County as well. We're not big now. We're big in the past. Because we've not been in the Premiership for 21 years now. We're not big.
Same with us. We're not.
Yeah,
big.
we're not big, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, that's the piece of it.
Sure. And this is coming from a Derby fan. Forest are a big club.
No, we are a big club, but right now, would you say we're a big club right now?
I do think
2 games into a
even though I'm a
you've
Derby
lost
fan,
to
I
make
think
it not
you
a
are
big
big
club.
Sorry?
What?
Gurney says you're still big, you're just not successful at the moment.
Yeah.
So
No,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
The history, we are big, but you need to remember, like, do you think we're a massive club right now? Massive club. But we've not been in Premiership for 21 years. Yeah?
I get where you're coming from.
We're not, like I said, you can say, right, Crystal Palace, they've got no history, but they've been in the Premiership for how many years now?
yeah.
Yeah? Who else is a small club in the Premiership?
Well, I mean,
Leicester.
You can't say Leicester.
Right.
No, I mean they are now. They've won the Premier League. They've elevated themselves. But just now, what another 10 years, they could be nowhere.
Right.
You don't know.
That question from Lee is, like I said, is bang on what Lee just said.
Yeah.
Like I said, it just the way you need, like, Forest play on Friday. Go and watch him. The way Lamucci plays. If he wins, he wins. But the way he plays,
You're a counter-attacking side, aren't you?
yeah. But like I said, when we play against,
Have you got the players for that counter-attacking system at the minute?
pardon?
Have you got the players for that counter-attacking system he wants?
We play the formation Forest plays. We play at 4 at the back, and we play 2 defensive midfielders. We play Colback and Yates. The 2 defensive.
I go on for because my uncle's a Forest fan. He knows a bit, and he knows at times Forest the managers weren't picking who was signing. Do you think that could be what's happening here? And he's not wanting these signings; he's just been giving them.
It's like I don't know if you lot know about Carvalho.
Yeah,
fantastic
player.
Fantastic talent.
Yes.
He can't even get in the team. He's been training for under 23s. He's been training with under 23s.
And he cost about £15 million, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying you talk. I know if. Yeah, it's just.
I'll let you talk, man.
I'm going to do you a favour, right? I'm
I
going to
think
start.
Derby are bigger club than Forest.
No.
Derby are bigger club than Forest in my opinion.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
They are.
No, they're not.
All right.
No, they're not.
Door. Can I just say, if you say win 8 out your next 10 and draw 2, like say something like that happens, you'll come up and you'll do that what you did with your mates, get masks again and go Sabri Lamucci. That's what you'll be doing. Let's be honest. You did that on the way to Stoke away.
No. That was Arsenal away.
Door. Right, okay.
Love.
Door. I remember Joey Barton when he first came to club. I was fuming. I'll be honest, I was fuming. I think from our first 18 games, we won 5, drew 4, lost 9, something like that. But we weren't good and we were awful to watch. We didn't come from behind at all to win in about a year and a half in his management. And I'll be honest, at times I thought, well, it's not working out. But I gave him the goodwill. I said he needs 4 windows. So the first window, the second window, and then the year after again got us to the playoffs. And no, people go, oh, you didn't go up again. Fleetwood did against above the way. I think you've got to stick by Lamucci in this hard time, and hopefully it'll come good. You had good times last year, apart from the end of the season. I know that was gutting, and I know your players will still be feeling it. And I'm not saying that you're being fickle for getting him sacked. I think just give him, don't sack him now. Give him the first another 5, 6, 7 games, and then if it's still not working out, I will agree with you. But sacking him 2 games into a season, it could go either way. You know what I mean? Like all we need is 1 win, and you're up and running.
No, it's not 1 win. We need 1 goal. That 1 goal just for confidence. That's all we need.
Who are your striking lineup at the minute?
Grabban.
If you get 1 win, Door, you'll go on a run. You'll go on a run.
No,
you've got the talent there. You've got a squad there.
Yeah, totally agree. We just totally agree. But we got Grabban up front. Like I said, against QPR, he missed 3 clear chances, and the game against Cardiff, he missed a clear chance. His confidence is low. He got took off again for Lyle Taylor, and to be fair, Lyle Taylor he played all right.
Lyle Taylor looked superb in that.
He looked before, but it's got. We need him to score goals. Yes, be aggressive, wind up the defense, but he's there to score goals. And this is what frustrates Forest fans with Lamucci. Like he plays one up front with grabbing, and his tactics are just defensive. This is the problem. It's like today I've seen about Chris Cohen. He left Forest for Luton today, and Forest fans saying he should have stayed with Lamucci, but fair play to Cohen. He wanted to go Luton, and
he's gone to a big club.
Pardon?
He's gone to a big club.
Listen, I'm ignoring you. You can't even start, Lisa. Don't even.
From what I've gathered in the 20.5 minutes you've been on since now, right? I think you've been watching far too much All or Nothing from Tottenham. When Mourinho comes in, he cheers the team up, gives them an extra day off for winning a game, shouting and hollering, mate. Come on. Confidence is low right now. No one's helping the scenario by saying, sack him, he's crap, you're crap, this, that, and the other. Getting a new manager in, everyone has seen it. We have all seen it for our clubs. The buzz is there. You start winning 3-4 games on a bounce and you think you're going to win the World Cup. Physically impossible, but you get my drift. And then all of a sudden, you shit yourself, you're back to square one again.
Matt, are we not sure that Amazon are now doing a championship version of Just at Forest?
Now that I would like. Do you know what? Fuck it. Let's do every team. Just do every team. Every team. Are you on the phone?
Can you put that comment
away? Now you're on the phone.
Who's
so
on the phone?
Unprofessional. One week he comes up scoffing his face, then the next he's not come mic prepared. Now he's answering phone calls. Mate, I know you're trying to get the phone out. Forest don't want you as manager. Get off the phone. They're sticking with Lamucci. Stop giving them a phone call. Right? They're not listening to you. They've unsubbed and they've subbed to the best Nottingham vlogger in match day with Max. Yeah?
That's
Malcolm's gone. No
I bet he doesn't want Lamucci out either. Lamucci we trust.
And by the way, and by the way, he doesn't need a new phone. His phone is okay. His phone, and if you stop spending 79p on a twirl, you could contribute to his new phone door.
Lee, why did I come on?
I was wondering.
You had to face the face the firing squad. Anyway, listen.
Luke,
it's early days. It's honestly, it's 2 games in. You can't. Nobody wins a season in 2 games. And
no,
you back and things have changed.
Let Lee talk because he let us all have a go.
Right, listen, Lee, listen. On Friday, Forest play on Friday, and then next week, please give me how Forest played. Okay, done.
What you on? Are you on Sky or on?
We're on Sky Friday.
I just don't have Sky. I can't watch bloody Sky. I mean, we have.
Okay, watch my live stream then. I
will. We'll watch your live stream. I'll live through it with you.
Yeah, don't. Right about it. Fuck off!
Game. Every time Dor eats something, we take a shot. That's the only way we'll get through watching Forest.
No. Can I just say something?
Or if he goes on his phone, he likes to go on his phone. Half time, he was eating a twirl on Messenger, and I'm like, Dor, I'm trying to say hello here, and you're like, no, I'm not bothered here. No, I'm messaging Malcolm. And he's doing
it's a hard one to come on, but come on, we can't keep giving Dor stick about it. It's just one of them things. We could have been as bad if we'd have lost on Saturday.
You know when you're losing 2-0 to Cardiff at home and you're bloody angry. That was me.
That's why you do watch along because people want reaction.
Dor, I loved your reaction. It was funny. Dor went. He sat up and he went, no. And then he scored and he went, F off, get out of it. Get out. And I'm just laughing. I've gone to the toilet at this point and I'm thinking, I'll see who's live or Dor's live. And I'm thinking, oh, it's 1-0. He's not going to be happy. Then they go through and I'm like, what's happened here? Oh, it's 2-0. But it was a great reaction from you, to be fair. I was saying we lost 2-1 in the last minute the other day.
Dor, I think you're going to be more deluded than fucking Mark Goldbridge, mate, the way that you carry on.
I thought we were mates.
No, we are, mate. But, I can be realistic right now and think that after 3 games of the season, you're not sacking a manager. Don't be silly.
There's loads of Derby fans want our manager sacked.
Do you?
I don't know. There's lots of Derby fans are as bad as Dor. Philip Cocu gone. I don't.
No. It
doesn't always solve the problem, does it? I mean,
No.
we've all been there, and it's not a guarantee that you change your manager and everything's right, because obviously he's going to come in. He's going to not know the players. He's going to want to play his own system. He's got to train him, and it's, they've been doing all the pre-season together. So it is a hard thing to sack your manager, but sometimes
we had it last season where Steve Bruce left to go to Newcastle. 2 weeks before the season, we had no manager. Our former assistant was doing it. So then we got Monk in. We did all right up until Christmas, and then it plummeted. And everyone was wanting us to start the manager. But now he's got his own backroom staff in. He's building his own squad. He's getting players in. And we're looking solid. We're looking good. So sometimes you've got to take a bit of rough before it gets that it smooths out and levels out.
Yeah,
it's not going to work. It's not going to work straight away.
Mate, it's not that bad.
The problem is as well for Forest that they were in the playoffs last season, and probably expecting to do better than you did, and then it's it's hard. The fans' expectation goes up again because you're expecting playoffs last year, maybe automatic this year, and you started off bad, but that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way for the whole season.
I think the problem, as I said, we're buying defender after defender after defender. Like I said, we're getting a player from Aberdeen tomorrow for like £5 million. It's like we've got like so many centre backs. We've got so many, and like it's bonkers.
That doesn't make any sense, I must admit. But is that the manager you think that's buying these players? Is he the one that's asking for centre back after centre back?
What it is, Forest wanted Scott McKenna last season, but they was asking for too much money. But now, because of what's happening with the pandemic and everything,
Aberdeen need money.
Yeah, Aberdeen need money. So Forest have made a bid. I think it's, let's say, 5 million. Because like last season, Villa wanted him for 7 million.
Didn't you go in and they wanted 8 and you like walked away?
Yeah. But like I said, now we've got him for 3.5.
Good deal,
5 million plus add-on. So he's a good player, but
it's weird when you look at your team with some of the attacking options you actually need. You've got the money to spend where you can get it. But also, it could be that you've got to remember, transfer window doesn't shut until October.
2 weeks.
Or 6 weeks.
2 weeks.
So you've got that chance.
Lots can happen in football in 2 weeks, Dor.
You can get that chance to get some good players in.
Listen, you know what? I don't know why I'm good, because I should think about Barnet. Like Barnet, they've got like 12, 16 trailers in the team. So I don't know why I'm getting angry. I'm just I'm just a passionate Forest fan, and like Lisa is a deluded Derby fan, and yeah, you know what it is? It's funny, Lisa. I picked my little girl from school, and I saw a deluded Derby fan.
I saw that on Instagram. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I saw a deluded Derby fan. He said, "You read this quietly, you red dog." I was like.
Anyway, I'm happy with our signings we're getting this week.
Who are you signing, Lisa?
Jordan Ibe he's having a medical tomorrow. He's landed at Derby.
Nice.
Yeah, but Lisa, sorry, Lisa. You know Jordan Ibe. I was reading his Instagram story. Do you know
about his mental health?
Yeah, that is mad.
Has he been at Derby before?
Really?
Has he been at Derby before?
Yeah, has he been at what?
Right, there we go.
In 2015, I think.
Was it in? Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember. Was that the year you got the playoffs?
Yeah,
that's the playoffs that year, did you?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, that year Ben Osborne scored, didn't it, Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my best away day ever. Best away day. Best away day.
Medical tomorrow, and then
right.
I think we're signing a lad called Bobby Duncan. He used to play for Liverpool.
Yeah, I know.
Went to Fiorentina. It's not quite worked out there for him, so I think
that could be a very nifty little signing as well. That could be really smart business. Because I remember when he went over there, he was put over like the next big thing that was going to be like to come out of Liverpool thing. It just did, and I think Liverpool had that whole thing. They just wanted to sell him because they weren't going to get into their third team at the time. And fair play to him for going to try something different.
So fingers crossed, those two will get done this week.
Whose job got next, Lisa?
We've got Blackburn at home on Saturday.
Ooh,
They
quite well.
they started well. They started really well, Blackburn.
They have.
They are really going.
They have got off to a flyer, haven't they?
And going a lot.
We played a lot better on Saturday. I think a draw would have been a fair result against Luton. They scored very late on from poor defending, but I was pleased with the performance, although we got beat because we had more shots on target. We were a bit more attacking. We were moving the ball quicker. The football was better. So I'm seeing a little improvement, which is all you can ask for, really. But I'm not getting carried away. I don't want him sacked after 2 games or anything like that.
On Jacob Murphy, expect it. If we do anything, it'll be last day transfer window.
That's who I want at Forest.
Oh, he's a great player.
Great player.
And I'm really happy that his price had come down to like 3 million. But if we do it, we'll do it last day of the window.
Where's he from? Where's he from, Jake?
Newcastle. We had him on loan last year.
Really good player. Good player.
We had 2 other Newcastle loanees 2 seasons ago as well, and they were fantastic, and they look like they're going to be going too. But Murphy's an excellent brother. He's Josh Murphy's twin at Cardiff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were both a bit Norwich.
Rick is saying yes. Blackburn have won 1, lost 1, so it's not a flying start.
Can I just say, by the way, I know they beat Wickham 5-0, but this is a Wickham side that'll go down with a record of a low point. They are awful. They won't score goals. I'm not being sorry because they beat us in the past. They beat us and they were unbelievable. But for me, they've done business as they would be in League One still. I know.
But if you look, if you look at that Championship table, I think it's probably the most open league we've had for a while, where no one's really guaranteed.
It's a poor championship year.
No, but
like you say, there's nobody really to say. Exactly. But for me, Wickham, I thought Gareth Ainsworth is a great manager, but they'll go down with about 15 points in my opinion, which scares me how Fleetwood could have been. Really, I think Fleetwood could do slightly better because we've got a sugar daddy, as some others will say, but they'll go down with a record of a lower points, and it's a shame, really. But I won't call it, I agree with Luke. It's definitely not a flying start whatsoever.
It feels that way because of how many they scored against Wickham, probably.
It was a good win for them. Don't get me wrong, and you have to beat what's put in front of you. They'll be top 12 again. Tony Moby knows what he's doing in this league. And like you say, we've talked about Sheffield Wednesday, and they've got to a great start, a draw and a win and a draw, and it's about really kind of the next couple of games. If you can get to 0 points after 6 games.
If we didn't have minor points, we'd be up there. But it's only 2 games. Exactly. That a lot can happen in football with that. And it's that stupid thing. You look at the Championship table, there's no one that really sticks out. Brentford, obviously, from how they did last year. Derby, you think they're going to do it because they're getting there. Forest is one of the ones that you always talk about it. But you look at that table, I think you could have someone like Birmingham City pull it off with Karanka, and probably Millwall just out of the dark horses, and possibly Cardiff if he can get them going again. But it's one of the strange ones at the minute.
Can I ask a question? Do you remember at the start of the season when I said Luton would be dark horses?
Yeah, they look good, don't they?
What do you remember?
If you Derby, second half.
They've won 2 games.
Charlton was second in the league after 6 games last year. So I don't read the table. Until about 10, 15 games in.
Christmas.
And that's when you start to see it.
I don't read the table until after Christmas.
Listen to me. I wish Forest won 2 games at the start. Look at Luton. They've won 2 out of 2. I still think.
You might go and win your next 5 though, Dor.
Yeah, but they will. They beat Derby. That's important.
I remember Barnsley in League One a few years ago, and a lot of League One fans might remember Barnsley. I think it was maybe the year. I'm not obviously trying to stick it out where Fleetwood just stayed up and Blackpool went down. By the way, guys, we sent them down by winning on the last day. Just thought I'd stick that in there for Lee. Barnsley. I think they had about 12 points from about the first
we weren't watching them games. It doesn't matter.
and then they got Heckingbottom in, right? Honestly, they won a couple and you thought, they'll stay up here. I think they want to go and get something like 70 out of the next 90 points available, and they get into the playoffs on like the final day, and then they beat, I think it was Scunthorpe in the semi-finals, and then they beat Millwall in the final. Adam Hamill scored a scream. I think maybe Bradshaw scored, and it's like I say, it's when you get rid of a manager, and that could happen to Forest. But if you win your next 5, though, you might be coming on here in about a month's time going Lamucci Manager of the Month. And I'm so glad
I wish.
Coming on and saying you were right.
But Ben, you're not
6 games. 6 games. Come back to me in 6 games.
Ben, like I said,
I'm not arguing with you again.
No, oh, for freak's sake.
I'm looking at your manager's record, right? Every team that he's managed, he has won more than he has lost.
Yeah.
So give him time.
And look
wait, 1 minute. So what was his last job he had?
So his last job was in France with Rennes.
Right. So what happened at the end of his manager job at Rennes? What happened?
Right, that's in the past. You don't care about
No. What happened? Right, he was manager at Rennes. What was his job before
that? In Jordan, El Jahish, I think might be pronounced.
Right, so
Qatar, beg your pardon, not Jordan, Qatar, and then before that he was Ivory Coast manager.
Right, so the teams that he's managed, he started great, and then he faded, and then he got sacked at his club.
A bit like Uwe Rosler. He went to Wigan, got in the playoffs, nearly went down, got sacked. Went to Fleetwood, got into the playoffs. Next year, season gets sacked and would have taken us down. So I can see where you're coming from, but I think 2 games in is a bit hefty. I agree with your point. The record is awful. The football might be bad, but just giving a little bit more time. I think you're right in your point. Your point's respectful. You're a Forest fan. You know more than me. I respect your views. I think you're fantastic the way you bring to them, and it's no offence clause, but I think you've got to give him the first 6 games. You cannot sack a manager after 2 games, because that's what Forest have been accused of. You accused Forest a couple of weeks ago on this show about not giving managers time.
I did.
So why do I sack a manager after 2 games into a season then, Dor?
Because
that's what I don't get.
No, because I've explained to you about what I've just said. Since he's won 4 games in 17. Yeah.
So, okay, you won 4 games in 17. How many did you draw? You're making it sound it's like he lost all of them other games bar the ones he's won.
Right.
And you finished the highest you finished for a while.
But Lisa, where did we finish?
Yeah, but you finished the highest.
Yeah, but Lisa, where did we finish? Lisa, where did we finish?
Just outside the playoffs.
You said at the start of the season.
Is that good enough? Is that good enough?
Well, it's an improvement for you lot, yeah.
You said at the start of the season you're happy with 7. You did. You said you're happy with 7.
I did. But what I'm trying to say, right, my expectation, right? My expectation is like that, right?
Yeah.
He was fantastic.
It's understandable. Because of that's where you were last year.
You really were high at the start of the season. You were thinking all sorts of things, but it's still early days. It's not. It is early days. Is it really that bad? No, is it that bad thing?
Right, you told you know what? I wish Max was here. I wish he was here because I wish no voice fan was here.
Hello. You said you sit back. I'm looking at stats from Saturday's defeat. 13 shots to 9. Forest 11 to 10. Big chances, great. Big chances, 2-2. One of those goes in, you're back in the game. You dominated in possession. You had as many shots on target. You had more off target. You had more of the ball. You had more accurate passes. I think look at Brentford.
We lost.
I go on about this quite a lot.
We lost.
No. Listen about Brentford. When the manager came into the club, they won 1 out of the first 10 games. Right?
Yeah.
They give him the time. And started awful to the season, right? And then they built something over 18 months, got into the playoffs, and nearly went up, right? But again, they had a great season and a great foundation, and they built something. Sacking the manager after 2 games, how's it the manager's fault when it's the players going out there? You've not mentioned one player that wasn't giving it their all. You don't say, oh, he was rubbish. It's just Lamucci because he's like the firing bloke. He's the one taking them out there. I think I've seen bad managers at Fleetwood over time, and I've watched them out. But I think it's what you've got to do. Give him a little bit more time, see how he does, and maybe something will come, because you've got players to settle in, players from different countries, players from who are coming in, and obviously you've just had, by the way, you've not had a long summer break to work on new tactics, new formations, and I think you just need to hit the ground running and just relax. And hopefully, I hope Forest do well for you this year. I really do, right? And I want to come back in a month's time, and you say, "I'm glad we give him a bit of time." That's all I'm going to say.
No. Like I said, that's your opinion, and that's fine. Everyone can have their opinion, but I'm just saying. I'm just reading Luke's comment about literally. If you can read it, what it's saying, it just like I said, as a Forest fan, Lamucci tactics have just not been great.
Look, can you understand where we're coming from?
Oh, do you want me to be like be fake like other people?
No. We don't want you to be fake, but can you?
Okay. Oh, Lamucci, let him stay for 10 years. Let him stay for 10 years. Oh, let him be boring. Let him see gold. Yeah, come on. Let Derby keep beating 5-0 yet again. No.
I like to play devil's advocate. I like to argue the toss. But hearing what Door's saying and a few other, I'm guessing they're Forest fans, maybe the guy has already been found out.
That's the problem. Yeah,
maybe.
Yes.
Maybe he already has.
What he has.
But from our point of view, looking from the outside in, 2 games into a new season is a very rash decision. Otherwise, you're going to get.
110.
Was it Frank? Was it Frank de Boer?
Frank de Boer, Crystal Palace.
4 games, 4 losses. 4 games, 4 losses. Quickest managed in Premier League history.
I know it's the Premier League, but 4 games, that's a little bit drag. Oh, yeah, okay, they replaced him with Roy, who they've got now. Is he now starting to get found out? Because eventually managers don't stay in the game for long now, do they?
Look at Sheffield United. Our Sheffield United now starting to look found out with Wilder. Last season, they were all about wing backs, and now everyone's like, what's about them?
I think I agree with the point, and the second season syndrome's coming a bit, and I think teams will start to find them out. But I wouldn't. If Sheffield United go down this year, Sheffield United should not sack Wilder, because Wilder will. What I like about their business, I said it last week. They brought players that can do a job in the Premier League, and if they go down, obviously Bogle and Lowe from Derby, they could play in the Championship comfortably. They made the
right choice. Made the right choice.
I wouldn't say Hodgson found out. Like Gurney said, they agree with him. He's an old manager, and they've won the first 2 Premier League games of the season. And
I was just speaking.
He's done well under him. I know.
I was just speaking.
I get that.
You take out already the start of this season, what he was going on last season. Because I know a couple of Palace fans that are saying that. They're calling him for EZ. That he's a dinosaur and all that lot.
They lost 7 out. A lot of Portsmouth fans are the same. They got playoffs the last 2 years. They want the manager out because they hate the football. And again, I think I said it. I don't know about you guys. If you were offered, get into the playoffs, and then you don't know what's going to happen. Play awful football but win more, or miss out on the playoffs but play attacking football. I'd take anything to play awful but win more weeks, because winning is what you know. You're not really known for how you play. Blackpool are known for it, but on the Premier, they played attacking football, but they didn't stay up, unfortunately. I think they should have done. But I think you've got to be remembered that winning games. Sheffield United were not pretty to watch last year, but they did it in a right way. Villa did it. They stayed up playing. Yeah, exactly. And I would say West Brom last year, they weren't great to watch, but again, they got the job done in the end. Brentford were good to watch, attacking football, right, one of the best sides in the Championship, but they didn't go up. So for me, I don't really care. I don't think they're playing the right. Honestly, I think I watched Spurs yesterday. Spurs had 5 chances on goal, scored all 5. Southampton had 8 chances on goal.
He had to get his team in.
No. I'm just giving an example, because Mourinho, everyone calls him a dinosaur, clinical Tottenham, right? On the counter-attack, looks superb. And for me, you don't have to play good football to be successful. Mourinho's proven that. I know, obviously, he's got the 3rd season syndrome, but I don't think
Because football's all about results. It doesn't matter how you play as long as you get the results. But if my auntie had bollocks, she'd be my uncle.
Exactly.
Simple as that, mate. You're the best one in the world. If you can't put the ball in the back of the net, you've got to win fuck all.
Correct.
That's my point, and that is my point. If you don't score goals, you don't win. Thank you, Matt. Cheers.
But you're having chances. You are having chances.
5-minute argument?
Ben, we're not, Ben. We're not. We didn't. Listen, we played against Barnsley.
Oh, you had 11 chances the other day.
Right, listen, Ben. We played against Barnsley. We didn't have one chance. We played against QPR. We didn't have one chance. Who else did we? Yeah, we played against. We didn't have one. We didn't have one shot on target. One shot on target. We didn't have. Come on, talk to me.
Day, you had a couple.
Bad as us.
Exactly. Come on, Lisa, what game?
Right. Should we move on from Forest?
Yeah,
should we move on from Forest to something? In any other news?
Mikey Forest. Let's talk about Forest. Come on.
I only talk when I'm fishing. Remember Fleetwood fan, the famous song I only sing when I'm fishing. I'm thinking now, mate. I am getting so much payback off you, son. It is unreal. And that's what I love about it, Dawson. I'm getting the bait back. Until you don't give me that bait, I won't stop. I love it.
Well, you've loved coming on tonight, Dawn, haven't you? It's been great.
No, I have not. Listen to me. Listen to me. I was watching all of you lot. I was watching you lot. I thought to myself, I'm not coming on. These lot going for me. I'm not even on. I'm not even gone on yet. They're still going for me. And even you, Matt, you're going for me as well. You can keep quiet as well, Matt.
Doug, can I just say it's nothing personal?
Scotty Martin is nodding off. Nothing off with it.
Let's change to some.
We're going round and round in circles on it. We are going round and round.
Up the Forest.
Right.
Yeah, let's move on.
You're a great guy.
Let's move on.
Putting it to the audience, is there anything else we'd like to talk about other than Forest? Let's see, because obviously we've gone round and round. We've established that Dor has had enough with 17 games, 4 wins, not good enough. Cod's Vlogs is Benny's winding him up, fishing for bait and getting it. So we shall move on.
Not talking about Derby. Why is Lisa here anyway? Why is Lisa here?
Because you weren't. You weren't.
Yeah, but why you put Lisa here? We're not talking about Derby.
I wanted to improve the show, though.
Yeah, but I'm here. Why?
What we need with Lisa is we need a mic for her and we need a little bit better lighting, and then we can see her a little bit better. That's the only.
No, we don't want to. We don't want to. We don't want to.
Yeah, we just want you like lighting up a little bit better so we can see you. That's all.
No, Lee, we don't want to see Lisa. We don't want to see her.
So how do we all think we're all going to do at the weekend or in our cup games this year in cup competitions?
Has anybody got cup games this week? I think you have, Ben, have you?
We've got Fulham on Everton. Wednesday. So you've got Everton, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got Everton. Carlo Magnifico against the final Joey Barton. Again, it's a game that we can believe, but do I think we'll win? No. Is it going to be good to play Everton? Yeah. Happy to be there in the third round and pick our weeks against some of the best. I'm not being funny. You can say, are you all right? You're all right, mate. What kind of coffee is that, pal? Is that all right? I know this is going fly, Matt. Do I need to go and get a test now? No. Everton, they're going to make changes. They're going to make changes, but let's be honest. Everton are going to bring in Icelander captain, a player with over 60 goals in the Premier League, Gylfi Sigurdsson. They're going to bring in John Joe Kenny, who's got England 21s, England under 20s caps. Moise Keane, a £30 million striker from, I think it's Juventus. Again, it's going to be tough. But do I think we'll win? No. I'm leaning on the fence. I think we'll lose 3 or 4-1. But again, it's going to be good to be there and maybe something will come off. We've seen in this cup before. We never know. And I think we've got West Ham or Hull in the next round. And at least we're there. And we didn't get knocked out in the first round against Stoke.
I'm actually feeling quite confident on that because Fulham, even though they've gone up, they still haven't set out to be like players bringing in, if you know what I mean, to that quality. So I think we might have a good chance to get through, because so far, I know we've not played many games, we've been quite defensively strong. But in our last game, he played a lot of our youth team kids, and they did it really, really well. So it'll be nice for us to see some of the youngsters coming through and seeing what we've got coming through the academy, because we have for years and neglected our academy for so many years. We never had it coming through it, and now we've got a manager that wants to play with you. That's kind of nice to see. So I'm hoping for a win, but realistically, if we did lose it, I'm not going to say I won't be bothered about a cut run, because I would love to do a cut run, because A, it brings in money, and B, it's always nice, but we've just got to get to 0 at the minute, and that's where our concentration got to be.
Yeah. We have got no midweek cup match this week, so Jane and I are off to go, and tomorrow we're going to go and take Chase Town. We're going down to the Midlands to watch Jane's old club. So we're going to do a video on that tomorrow. So that should be quite interesting.
I'm going to FA Cup match tomorrow. I'm watching.
And we're playing the same team that you, and they're playing who you played, aren't they? The team that Forest played in the friendly.
Baseford.
Yeah, Baseford. Yeah, so it's Chase versus Baseford. We're going to see. So we'll see what that's like.
I'm going to FA Cup match tomorrow. I'm watching West Bridgford United against someone in FA Cup. So
it's really good, honestly. I'm really enjoying this non-league football. I think it's it's fantastic. I tell you what I like about it, and I don't know if you've noticed it, but because you're not in a stadium, so there's no stadium, so you're like surrounded at night by like darkness, and there's something almost like takes you back to your childhood, when you go when there's no stadium. It's quite like down to earth. There's something quite earthly about it, which I enjoy. But on Saturday we've got Gillingham away, and Blackpool fans are really buoyed by the performance on Saturday, and we're obviously quite confident on that one. So that's us for this week. Derby, who have you got this week, Lisa?
We're at home to Blackburn. So
lost.
Blackburn
lost.
So it's I do fancy us to win, actually, especially Kamal Josviak made his debut against Luton.
Oh my God!
Player. So,
Lisa, I'm sorry, but I've got to put in that when you signed that Polish guy. Do you remember what he said?
What did he say?
He said something about come on the Derby. That basically said, "Come on the Derby." What did he say? Liz, do you know what he said?
No.
Anyway, what did he say? He said, "Right, come on the Derby." Something right. It's something dirty. I've got that.
Is that it? Half a story.
Wait.
Half a story door.
Lisa knows what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Wait, 1 minute. Go on. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Who've Barnet got then, Matt? Who've Barnet got? Are you got another friendly, or does your season start?
Another behind closed doors friendly away to Dartford, unless we get a midweek one filled in. But that's, as far as I know, the last game for us until the season starts in 2 weeks' time. And that's if it goes ahead, we'll be home to Eastleigh.
I can't find it now.
Harry Kuehl's giving some stick there. Doors lighting and mic need sorting. Then he will be very good. I mean, he's good already, but we're trying, aren't we, with that door? We're going to sort you out with your mic and that. It's just obviously what happens is when we've got 4 people on mics, it's just such a difference when you talk. It's just
I can't afford it.
Stop buying sweets for fuck's sake, then.
No. I nick it off my daughter's sweets. I just nick them, yeah.
You nick your
way.
Yeah, because she's naughty at school. So say to her, if you're naughty at school, I'll take your sweets. And she's naughty today at school.
And you starve your child.
Sweets.
Door. Naughty at school. You got a certificate last week for being like the nicest girl in the class. I mean, amazed. Door, you're waffling on excuses. Give her a sweets bag. She's probably gone to bed crying.
Good.
Come on, mate.
Good.
Door. Honestly,
what?
Honestly, you need to ask Lamouchi for some advice. Give your daughter a sweets back. Come on.
No.
So less about your sugar levels.
No. Listen to me, Ben. I am not biting to you no more. Leave me alone.
I love you. Stop it. Lamouchi. Jado.
Right. Somebody asked the question earlier. How do we think Leeds are going to go in the Premier League? I think they're looking pretty good to me. Yeah,
good, but they need to learn how to defend.
Yeah, they do.
Conceding as many goals that they keep doing, but I think they'll be all right. I hate it. I don't like Leeds.
No, I'm sure you don't. I mean, this manager seems a cracker they've got, though. You know, from what I've seen of him, he seems a really good.
They're very lucky that he stayed for that second season because he was going to go.
Well, there's talk on Twitter about Man United after him.
Yeah,
where would he have gone?
There was talk at one point that Everton were going to get him.
Whoa, hang about. They got Angelotti.
No, I meant last season. You know, he didn't go up
there last season.
No, you know when they didn't go up first time,
right?
Leeds had the situation where he was thinking about walking, and Everton were having talks with him about maybe going.
Oh, right.
Ancelotti got in because Ancelotti came halfway through the season.
I've just found out # United are 2 rounds away from the first round of the FA Cup proper. # United are 2 rounds away. They've won again on penalties.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
Right.
2 games away from the FA Cup.
Woo!
What?
Yay.
Okay.
Woo! Are there still YouTubers in this team, or have they got proper players?
There's no YouTubers. Proper players, no YouTubers.
A bunch of idiots, that's what I say.
Yeah, they were at the start. Well, I mean, are they? You know,
I mean, they're actually trying to build a proper football club, but it still just doesn't look like that from looking in. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Everyone else sees it. It just doesn't. It still feels like you're just YouTuber playing football and trying to be a football team owner. But what I've heard on some bits that people have said, it's actually running really well. But they run it as a football team, but they've also run their esports, FIFA stuff as well. So it's like 2 businesses combined in a sense. But I get it. If it works and they go up, fair enough. You like to see football teams start from nothing and get somewhere. But it just sometimes feels a bit cringy.
Yeah. Where did they play? Where's the home ground? Do they have a home ground?
It was in Nottingham. It was they was using Harrogate Borough's grounds, but now they're over in Kent, I think.
Are
they using somebody else's ground? They haven't built a ground. Are they sure?
Matt, they'll be playing your team soon.
Mate, get too carried away.
We're at the circus or at # grounds.
It's an incredible thing, though. It's quite amazing, really, what they've achieved. But they seem to just keep going, don't they? They seem to be.
I don't like the fake fans. The fake fans.
No, it's odd, but it's weird how they're having so much success. It's almost as if I don't know how they're doing it, to be honest, because it's say we know ground and not like a proper team. It's quite extraordinary, really, but they're not very popular, are they?
Well, it depends who you ask, but like you say, if they do get more successful, where's this fan base all of a sudden going to come from? Is people just going to stop supporting one team to go and join them? Are people who don't really like football just going to go along because it's trendy and it's fashionable and all that fucking bollocks? You know what I mean?
But it's true that I watched.
Don't forget to hashtag it.
No, don't.
Listen,
I watched the other FA Cup game. I saw all these YouTubers doing this stories, all this nonsense. I was like, you're meant to be social distance. What?
Exactly.
Where was the social distance? It wasn't.
Like you said, there was no distancing, and I'm not being funny. Going absolutely mental, jumping up and down because like a team that you've never seen play before have won on penalties. It's just embarrassing. Like, I'm not being funny. Honestly, I'm not. Some people compare them to Fleetwood and Salford. I'm not being funny. Nobody like us, so don't ever put my team in the same category as Spencer Owen. FC, like
I don't know if you know away days. Away days put on his vlog at the end about social distance. He apologized for jumping around and blah blah blah, but he still put the vlog out. And
my God,
yeah, it was just it was embarrassing.
Who was this? Sorry, Dor. Who was it? Sorry.
It's YouTube called Away. It's YouTube called Away Days. It goes to
look at me. I want attention. Pay me attention.
Away Days, was it?
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, it just.
Where was he at? Good.
He went to the FA Cup game to watch hashtag. And
to watch hashtag,
yeah, and they're jumping around, blah blah blah. And at the end, he's put saying, "I apologise for not the social distance, blah blah blah." But if
have you seen this? Matthew Napier's, he put Grandad's team, West Ham, Dad's team, West Ham, Mum's team, West Ham, local team, West Ham, my team, Man United and hashtag United.
Great. Oh well.
It's 2 hours now, people, isn't it?
It's 2 hours. That is it. We've given Dor. Thank you very much for coming on, taking all the flack we thought you might not do.
I took it as a man.
You did take it as a man. You stood up. You stood your ground against total heckling and
crying.
Used to it.
We saw you cry on YouTube. Cry on YouTube. We saw you cry on YouTube.
Don't be careful there, Ben.
Well, listen, right. On Friday, don't forget to watch my live stream, and we're gonna win at last.
Yeah, we hope you do. We will be. I'll be rooting for you, Dor. I'll be rooting for you to have a good game. Right, thanks everyone for your company. It's been emotional. It's been a great show. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're watching this on the replay, don't forget to subscribe to these guys. We've got obviously Dor on tour, Cod's vlogs, we've got Loudmouth BFC, and we've got Punk Chef 41, Jake Sheffield Wednesday fans. So make sure you subscribe to these guys. And also Benjamin Bloom, who was on early, we thank him as well. And thank you, Lisa. And your channel once again that you're on.
It's Derby County Fan TV.
Who?
Derby County Fan TV, and you are on a Sunday, is it? I think Sunday. Is it Sunday?
Lisa,
Thursday night. Knitting with Lisa on Derby Fan.
I won't bother. Go and watch EastEnders or something like that. I won't bother. Told James to run your bath. No,
not recommended then. What do you talk about on it then, Lisa?
A guy who just moans and moans and moans and moans and moans.
Oh, that's what you've been doing for nearly 2 hours. Don't come at me with that. You've been crying
right now, but consists of 3 words.
No, you've been biting at us.
Just get the final comments. Steve Mr. Bouncing White says we'll try to come on more, guys. Been fun.
Yeah, we're all Wednesday, aren't we?
And
what does that stand for? What does that?
We only say thanks.
WA. We're all.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What's it for?
Wow.
Wednesday, aren't we?
Oh, we're all Wednesday now. Yeah, okay. Thanks, lads, and Lisa. Good show. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Take care.
We're going to get off. I'm going to. We'll see you all same time next week. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, lads. Thank you.